And you've got some weather to talk about, don't you?
Not as exciting as Richard Goodall winning, but we'll get you ready for your Wednesday. We do have a clear radar on Live Doppler 13 radar right now. The rain and storms from earlier today have pushed off to the east. We're not going to be completely rain-free the next couple of days, but more dry time than rainy time. If you need that, you've got that in the forecast for Wednesday and Thursday. The weather issue out the door tomorrow morning will be some patchy, dense fog. Might be enough to slow you down early tomorrow. You'll notice a bit of a change, not nearly as muggy. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s and low 60s for kids at the bus stop. High temperatures tomorrow afternoon, mild for this time of year, between 75 and 80 degrees both Wednesday and Thursday, with just a slight rain chance. Those rain chances do ramp up later this week. I'll have that look ahead.
All right, Angela, thanks. And now to a burglary in broad daylight, and it was all caught on camera. An Indianapolis woman tells us a man walked away with hundreds of dollars in electronics after he broke into her house on the west side of Indy near 10th and Tibbs. Our Chase Howell talked with the single mom who says she didn't just see this guy on camera. Days later, she spotted him walking in her neighborhood.
Christina Bailey says she was on her way home after picking her kids up from school when all of a sudden she looks out her window and sees the man who burglarized her home walking down the street just 3 blocks away from where she lives. In this home security video from Friday, you can see a man Christina Bailey says she doesn't know walking through her living room after kicking in her back door. The man then makes his way over to the TV and starts removing it from the wall and then proceeds to walk out with it. And it doesn't stop there. The man comes back, this time looking through her children's bedroom.
When he first came into my living room, it was pure anger. But when he walked into my kids' room, like, my heart just stopped.
Bailey says the thief made off with 2 55-inch TVs and an Xbox. She says it probably cost her a couple $100 for all of it, but now she's having to fix what was broken and add additional security measures.
The doors in the back was $558 at Lowe's, and unfortunately I had to get a loan for that, so now I'm in debt. The security bars at Menards are going to cost $399, and I'm getting those. There's no ifs and buts about that, so if we add that up, that's like about a little bit over $1,000.
Even with the no trespass signs and cameras outside the house,
camera recording.
Bailey says she can't believe he still burglarized her home.
I'm worried every time I go to work now that someone's gonna come into my home while I'm not here. Or the fact that they're plotting on me, like every time I come in and out of my door, anyone that walks up and down my street, now I'm terrified if they're looking at me as a target.
And while there may be a sign outside Bailey's home saying welcome, she says it didn't extend to the man who's responsible for stealing her things. That's why she wants him held accountable.
I don't want to see that person get hurt. I don't want to see that person get karma. I want him to be arrested for what he did and to be in trouble and to realize what he did is wrong, and it is not okay to make a living by stealing off of hardworking people.
I did reach out to IMPD to find out how people can best protect themselves from burglars, but I was told they're unavailable. Now, as far as that investigation goes, that's ongoing. Reporting in Indianapolis, Chase Howell, 13 News.
Tonight at 11, a man is now under arrest and charged in connection to the deaths of 2 people found in a Fort Wayne river. Allen County court documents claim those victims were informants for officers in Richmond, citing a sergeant with that department. Tonight, despite that, Richmond police are posting on social media claiming Matthew Johnson and Christina Dixon were not informants. 13 News just reached out to the department tonight for clarification on the victim's possible connection to police. But we can confirm for you is Dominique Washington is tonight charged with murder and kidnapping. Richmond police tell us Washington was arrested at his home Monday evening. Investigators say they anticipate more arrests in this investigation. Tonight, for the first time, we are hearing from the fiance of a woman who was killed in that hit and run less than a week ago. Police still don't have an arrest for the death of 30-year-old Alexandra Rose Leal. Our Logan Gay talked with her fiance tonight and shares what he says happened that evening.
Less than a week after Alexandra Leal was hit and killed while walking in the grassy area next to a street, her fiance, Shane Bernard, returned to the exact spot where it happened. He brought flowers and found something else.
Just picked it up out of the grass. Yeah, that's my little daughter's. A couple socks that we flew out, and that's what took her life. These socks and some other paperwork.
He says Alexandra was wearing that bracelet at the time she was hit. He says the two were on their way home after leaving their storage unit when Alexandra noticed something had flown off the truck.
And I said, let's just go. She's like, pull over. You know, we don't know what it is. So pull over and like, stay in the truck. I got it. And she jumps down like, you know, she's always helping out, giving a hand.
The next moments were caught on a neighbor's surveillance camera.
We're walking towards the truck, and I turn back around, and I just see the headlights coming straight forward. So I was like, move, Alexandra. And that's all I could get out, and he hit her, and I mean, I just seen her fly. I mean, she went so far in the air, man. If you could see the tracks, he started turning back. I literally had to jump out of the way, or he would have clipped me from the corner of his car. I just wish I'd have kept going. I told her to stay in the truck. To stay in the truck, I got it. And sometimes I just feel like it should have been me.
Bernard says two of their kids were in their trunk at the time. He says he finally got the nerve to tell his daughter on Monday that her mother is not coming home from the hospital.
And look at her in the eyes and just tell her mom's never going to come back, you know. That was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life.
Bernard says Alexandra was just as beautiful inside as she was outside.
Everybody loved her, you know. She was just so awesome. I mean, she was an angel, and he didn't have to come and take her this fast from us.
After going days without answers, Bernard is asking the community to help them get justice.
He needs to, I mean, do the right thing, turn yourself in. I mean, there's somebody got to know something. You know, somebody's got to know this car's got damage. They see on an everyday basis.
This story is so sad, Logan. What is the latest on this investigation?
Well, Scott, we previously reported that IMPD is looking for a 2002, 2006 silver Toyota Camry. And I checked in with IMPD today, and they told me that so far there has not been any arrests and that this is still an ongoing investigation. So they asked that if anyone knows anything, that they contact their traffic unit or submit tips anonymously through Crime Stoppers.
Hopefully they will get somebody to call in who saw this happen, has some tips, they can call police.
Absolutely, and they can find that information on our website.
All right, Logan, thanks so much. Here's a look at the other stories making headlines right now. A daycare worker in Anderson accused of mistreating a child tonight is formally charged. This is a story 13 Investigates broke last week. Now, 20-year-old Destiny Valadares faces one count of reckless supervision by a child care provider. Court records claim a 3-year-old boy was left alone for up to an hour in a classroom and a bathroom. We reached out to Valadares for comment. She has yet to respond. Tonight, National Guard troops at Camp Atterbury are preparing to deploy to the Middle East. They're going as part of Operation Spartan Shield. According to the U.S. Army, the goal is to help build U.S. defense relationships in that part of the world. Troops leave tomorrow for Texas. That's where they'll be training before heading overseas. Tonight, a busy street is back open near downtown Indianapolis. Capitol Avenue reopened to traffic between 13th and 16th Streets. It is a week earlier than planned, but for now, it's just a single lane. It's all part of the work on the new IU Health Hospital, set to be finished in 2027. Soon, INDOT will be shifting lanes on I-70 near Greenfield. After Friday, eastbound traffic will use the newly built lanes and the State Road 9 ramp will be open. Westbound traffic will shift over while crews work on those lanes starting in October. Work is expected to ramp up in December. Former Indiana Fever star Tamika Catchings just opened up a 4th location of her Tease Me Cafe. The new spot is on the IU Indianapolis campus. Catchings told us she hopes the tea shop gives students a place to relax and feel included. There are also locations at Ivy Tech, downtown, and in the Butler-Tarkington neighborhood. Remember, you can find all of our latest local stories anytime on our 13 News app.